Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on Unscripted. And what a way to finish, because this is our final episode of 2026, baby. I'm your host, Josh Mansour, and please, before we get into it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us across all platforms at Unscripted, the show. It genuinely helps us keep bringing you big guests and real conversations. Today on Unscripted, we've got one of the most talked about names in Australian boxing. A man who's never shed away from the big fights, big opinions, or big moments. Exclusively to Main Event and KO Friday, January 16, 2026 at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre. He steps into the ring against Nikita Tszyu in what's shaping up as one of the most anticipated fights in Australian boxing history. Michael Zerafa, welcome to the show, brother.
Thanks for having me, Barry. I appreciate it.
How's things besides busting a gut in a fight camp?
Oh, man, I love it. Like, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm excited. You know, life's been good. We're coming to an end of 2025 and exciting things next year.
We talked off air about kind of, your training regimes, your diets and whatnot, and like you do a bit of fasting. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird. I've told so many people, and they freak out when I tell them I have one meal a day. I try to go around 7:30. I break the fast at night time, and
Yep.
I drink my fluids and stuff throughout the day, water, and keep hydrated. But I break it with one meal, and I love my sweets. I'm not gonna lie. So then,
Likewise.
yeah, trying to get my calories up and stuff. I'll fuel the body with a amazing meal, and then I'll have my sweets while I'm chilling out, relaxing, and enjoying life.
Have you struggled with that? Because in boxing, weight's such a important factor.
No, like I feel like that's why I do it. I just feel always energetic. I just feel I put it down to like being a lion. You know, when a lion's hungry, they hunt. You know, when they've eaten, they're just chilling out. You know, relaxing.
Do you know why they sleep so much, lions?
No, why?
Well, because lions' main diet is red meat. So when you have red meat, you fill up your stomach, and red meat takes like 4 or 5 hours
Well,
to
that's what I mean.
digest.
Yeah, like they're just heavier. I feel like when I eat, you're heavier, and I just feel more energetic being just empty, I guess.
Yeah, nice. And what else with fight camp? How long has this camp start? Like, how long has it been? And when will you start tapering off?
For me, I'll be honest, I don't really have a fight camp. Every day is the same for me. It's a lifestyle. So I'm always training two, 3 times a day, 5-6 hours broken up into sessions. But it's what I do. It's my job.
Yeah.
You know. So obviously, when I'm in camp, I'm pushing and doing certain things like your sparring and whatnot. But I'm always doing the same things like my road work, my pad work, my bag work every day.
That's interesting because, like, obviously everyone's got their own kind of routines and whatnot. And don't you feel like you get burnt out if you're always doing the kind of same thing?
Well, that's why I go back to this one meal and I treat myself. I feel like if we train as hard as we're meant to train and we're eating as healthy as we're meant to be eating, you'll burn out mentally.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I enjoy my lollies. I enjoy my sugar, my chocolate. And because I'm fasting, like, you know, I'm always staying in shape. I'm always staying in my weight bracket. I'm always, you know, pushing and getting better. But, like I change the mindset when I'm not in camp. You know, I'll do a 20K run, for example, but I'll say to myself, it's not for the fight, it's so I can go home and have a block of chocolate. So I change the mindset so I'm not burning out. And I feel like it works for me, man. You know, like, tonight I can have a bag of Sour Patch Kids because I've done the work, you know, not like, I've got to fight and I've got to lose this and have a salad and eat tuna and eat, you know, like mentally I just change the way I think.
Why boxing? Why'd you take up boxing as a professional career?
So it stemmed as a kid, man. At 7 years old, growing up was tough. I didn't really have much. And I remember watching boxing and knowing I could have that one fight to change my friends' and family's life. And I walked into a boxing gym and I put my first... And I had no idea what I was doing, I'll be honest with you. I had 2 left feet and I was never a coordinated kid or anything like that. I just knew I had the discipline and dedication. And I've always had that. I was one of those ones when I'd hang out with my cousins and stuff. I'd get beaten on a Monday and Tuesday I'm back there again, ready for another session, you know, to get beaten. Like, I was just always determined to be better and dedicated. And I walked in, I knew once I put on those gloves, that was the sport for me. I wanted to be a world champion. I wanted to fight in stadiums and be talked about and be the best of my country. And I'm doing that now. So
That's mad.
Yeah, it was just more to give myself and my kids to be and all that a better life.
Was there any other sports you played?
I played AFL. I was actually, football. I was a good footballer. I mean, I was an inconsistent player. I was a little bit cocky, I guess, because I knew I was kind of gifted, I guess. But I just loved the passion more in boxing, and I said, you know, this is a sport for me. But I was a good footballer.
What position did you play?
I played forward pocket. Yeah, I was always a little forward pocket, and I played on ball every now and then.
So you don't watch league much, I'm assuming?
Not really. I mean, to be honest, I don't actually watch too much sports. I feel like when I'm in it, because I'm always watching, even like when I'm watching boxing, the big events and World Cups and Grand Finals and big fight nights and stuff like that, I'll definitely tune in, or if mates are fighting or whatever. But I feel like when I'm at home or when I'm outside of a gym, I kind of switch off because I'm always doing sport, I guess, you know.
What's your background?
I'm Maltese.
Maltese. Have you been before?
I haven't. I actually got a massive contract a few years back. But obviously boxing is not big in Malta. They got nobody there, but they were offering me like a house and everything over there. And I didn't take it.
Isn't Jeff Maltese as well? Jeff Fenech?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but he's an Aussie Maltese. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking like they wanted to claim me and keep me there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they were going to give me, offer me a little house or a village there.
What?
And yeah, but they were like, we can't really do much boxing-wise for you, but, you know, if we can get you fights and stuff. So I was kind of at the time, I was like, well, basically it ends my career kind of because I'm going to go over there and not really progress.
Man, like saying that, you can indulge in so much great food with your Maltese
100%. And
And
I love
isn't your lovely partner as well, Turkish as well?
She's Turkish,
You got an abundance of food.
100%.
On your dinner table, he just refused to eat it.
Every 7:30 every night, just breaking a fast with great food. But yeah, unfortunately, I declined it. But
Are you still in the doghouse? Obviously, you cancelled your wedding plans, so
I've earned my way back slowly. Slowly, it was a few lonely nights there. But look, you know, I think she's good. She understands, and nothing changes. I mean, we live together now. We're engaged. It's just not now. It's when.
I'm sure she's your biggest supporter as well. What's going on with the wedding? What are the plans for that? What are you guys doing?
Oh, you put me on the spot here, bro.
Oh no, I was the same, man. I was the same.
I don't know, man. I feel like males were not really meant to know. I feel like just leave it to them, and I feel like I'm the pay packet. I just pay for everything.
Yeah, we just sort out our grooms. You know, you sort out your speeches. Yeah. And listen, like, let's be real, man. I'm not gonna be there sitting on the table like, oh, these flowers are great, babe. Yeah.
I've got no idea.
Just yes. Whatever you want, babe. It just makes life.
What even is a good flower? Aren't they all the same? I mean, I don't know what's going on. There's doves, there's pigeons. I don't know what's going on, man. Like, it's for me, it's not my thing. But when it happens, I guess it happens. We were meant to go overseas and start doing it all now, but we've got bigger and better things now.
Of course. Big month next month. Tell me about Sydney. How long have you been here for now?
I got here yesterday, a day, but I've been my last 3 fights. I think we're in Sydney. I don't know. I get an ugly vibe in Sydney. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You don't like Sydney?
I'm not a big fan.
Why?
I mean, I'm the villain, I guess, and not that. I just feel like it's just so different. Like, we're an hour away, but it's just like a different world, Melbourne and Sydney. Like, you guys, like, they speak different.
You reckon?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, just the lingo and the aura, and I don't know, man. I just feel like, I feel like I'd go Brisbane before I come back to Sydney.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, I love Melbourne. I think as a city, like, it's more like gridded and structured. I feel like with Sydney, it's just all over the shop, you know. But we do have the luxury of beaches, cafes, restaurants.
Of course, yeah, and stuff. And saying that, you guys do have that better than us. But in terms of like living, or, you know, like, if I've got to come in and out, I love Sydney.
But is it more so because of your career? Like, you feel the hostility with the fans because obviously you're from Melbourne and obviously
boxing. Yeah. I mean, I get a lot of love here too. You know, like I'll walk around and we get some photos and like, I love meeting new people and stuff like that. But I mean, at boxing events, obviously, I feel the not as much love there, but. If it's in a day in, day out, I love coming here, you know. But if it's like, Mick, we're going to be campaigning here for the next 6 weeks, I'll probably go insane.
You mentioned the word villain. I don't see it. Like, why do people give you that tag? Do you play on the tag, or is it like more so the promoters? Like, tell me about that.
Look, I'm a very give back, and like, I'm the nicest guy. I know the outside probably doesn't look like that, but there was a time in my career where I had to play that role. It was the time when I was fighting Jeff Horn. And they literally said, we can't have 2 nice guys. You know, he was the bullied school teacher, and, you know, you've got to kind of fire up a little bit because we've got to sell this and market this fight. And, you know, they were like, you got the gift of the gab, you can talk, you're marketable, so let's fire up. And being new to it, I was like, yeah, sure, like, whatever, not knowing what was going on, you know. And I went out there and, you know, I'm going to knock you out and do this and do that. And then I went out there and did that. So then I kind of said to myself, well, I can kind of say these things, and it kind of manifested and to be true. And then people that were close to me were like, no, like, go back to just being you, man. Like the loving, caring Mick. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then the rematch came back. And they're like, this is even bigger now, the grudge match. We need you to go above and beyond again. And I was like, oh, all right. And then there was points where there was like actual scripts, like,
Bullshit.
yeah, say this, say that. And
Oh, wow.
there was times where would say things and they'll stop the actual, recording. Nah, redo it. We need you more angry, more aggressive. And I was like,
Wow.
geez, so there was a lot of pressure.
How'd that feel internally? Did that
Uncomfortable,
feel,
man. It felt like, because I'm being someone that really wasn't me. And it wasn't in a good way. It wasn't like I'm an actor and I'm in a movie role. I was being like a nasty person. And that's not my soul. There's a time and place. Obviously in the ring, I can switch, flick that switch and go to that next level and be the aggressor and talk the talk and walk the walk. But outside, man, I'll give you the t-shirt off my back, and I've done that. I'll honestly give you my last dollar. Like I can't walk past someone that's struggling or a homeless person without giving money or asking if they need anything. Or I've done it 1,000 times, and that's just the person who I am. Like honestly, and it's not even like my family's not even like me. I don't know. I'm different. I don't know. I just feel like I've cried in certain situations just seeing how tough some people do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I get angry because I'm like, some days I wake up and I'm in a bad mood, and then I remind myself like how grateful I should be. You know what I mean? And then I get angry at myself for saying like, you shouldn't be like that. You should be more like grateful.
It's a double-edged sword, because I feel like we always need a villain, and we love the villain because that's what sells fights.
It does. I get the whole, because boxing you can't have two guys saying all the best and wishing each other well. But in saying that, it was a lot of pressure I had to take on, and it wasn't like, Mick, in 6 months from now, this is what you're going to have to do, and these are the lines, and get used to it. It was, within a week, fire up, turn on him, throw this, drink water bottles and launch that, flip a table,
man.
And it was hard, and then reading the comments and I got into a dark place, man, because I went from being Australia's, great, beating Jeff Horn, whatever, to then getting death threats and
threats?
Oh man, there was one point, especially when all that Tim Tszyu stuff happened and all that, I couldn't even leave my house, man. It was bad.
How are you getting death threats?
Through social media. It was bad. And I was like,
That's too
why?
far. Yeah, that's too far.
And then that's, I'm just always misunderstood. And it hurts, man. Like it does. It hurts like bad sometimes because like I try to do certain things to keep everyone happy. But, it's a hard role to play.
Well, what's the biggest misconception people have of you?
That everyone says, and I'm going to say like, oh, he's a wanker, or like, people have never met me. They're like, oh, nah, man, he's a piece of shit or this and that. People are like, have you actually met him? And they're like, oh, nah, but like just from what I see and what I hear.
Yeah.
And like, it's so bad because like I'm the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Like even my worst enemy, I'll help. And like, I've just always been like that, man. Something in me that like, I can't walk away knowing I didn't give someone my absolute all.
We went to the fight last night. What was your take on it?
On the event or just the main event?
The whole thing.
Look, I think No Limit for the first time in a while, that was probably one of their best cards because every fight was pretty evenly matched.
Yeah.
Every card's decent, but last night especially was better because, every fight from start to finish was, you had 1 fight and 2 or 3 fight and 4 or, number 3's calling out number 1. And, it was a even playing field where normally, you have one good fight and then a couple of mismatches or whatnot.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I feel like, No Limit's slowly stepping up their game, and it's great because I'm a part of that, for now. So it's good.
Obviously, the main card, Tim's fight.
Despite our differences, I'll give credit where credit's due. Again, even last night I was giving my 2 cents, and they like to flip the script and try to nail me where I'll say one thing a little bit offline. And credit to him, he got the win. A win's a win. Was it his best performance? No. Do I think he's improved? I saw the same Tim, but again, he's been with a new team for 2 months, so you're not going to expect so much.
Change, yeah. He's gone through a lot of change.
Yeah, it's like you're a right-hander trying to draw with your left in 2 months. You know, you're not going to know what's going on. So I wasn't overly impressed, but he dominated every round, got the win. And yeah, on to bigger and better.
How would you see the fight? Like, obviously, there were moments where, well, as a fan, I was looking at that fight and I thought he completely dominated Velazquez. That's
100%.
That's my opinion. Like, I look at Velazquez's face, he looked like a smashed crab. Like, he had big splits here.
He had a hole in the middle of his face at one point. That was pretty nasty. But I mean, he didn't throw anything, and when he did throw, he landed. You know,
with the hooks.
Yeah, like he was. I feel like he had no game plan, or he underestimated him. I don't know.
Because I think it was around round 4, maybe 5 or 6, and there was an opportunity where I thought Tim had the upper hand and was trying to go for that knockout punch. Mm-hmm. But does that make it harder for a fighter to do when you're versing someone that's undefeated and has never been knocked out before?
No, I think it was had more to do with Tim as an individual. Like he's overcoming his own. What's the word? Not demons.
Scar tissue?
Yeah, like, you know, scar tissue, I was going to say demons. But yeah, like, you know, because of his past and there's a lot of pressure and, you know, coming off a loss, you know, I've been there, there's so much stuff that goes through your head. You know, what happens, what ifs. Like the what ifs again. You know, I've been there, you know, I'm not untouchable. He's undefeated, he hasn't tasted a loss. You know, where someone that has lost knows they can be beaten. And you find a guy that can punch and, you know, you're expected to win. So there's more pressure. You know what I mean? Like, I love being the underdog. I love when they say Zerafa's going to get knocked out or there's no pressure on me. Like, I'm like, yeah, cool. I rock up, I lose, I go back to my life. But when it's the other way around, which last night was on Tim should win. And I thought Tim should have got him out of there within 2 or 3 rounds. But, I mean, styles make fights. And I think Tim was just being a little bit more cautious.
How would you describe your relationship between the two of you?
Uncomfortable. Yeah. It's I don't hate him. He's done nothing to me. Yeah. You know, we're both competitive. I'm number 1, he's number 1. I believe I beat him, he believes he beats me.
Which is normal to both think.
I think it's more competitiveness. Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Does this stem back from what happened in 2021? Because, like, I remember that was built up to be a massive fight. And I know, like, what happened behind the scenes and whatnot. And I think there's a bit of a false narrative out there, and which is projected on you, especially around the public. Like, a lot of people thought you were ducking that fight and you pulled out last minute and whatnot. But there's obviously 2 sides of the story, yeah?
100%. And you know, I never got the opportunity to, because of what actually went on behind the scenes, and there was so much legals and this and that. Yeah. I had to obviously not say nothing and respect to where I was and what I was doing. But yeah, I'm a fighter. You know, win, lose or draw. You know, that's how I make a living. Yeah. And I would never pull out of a fight. I fought bigger names than Tim at the time, and you know, in worse conditions for less money. So that was never the case. I never pulled out of a fight. And
does Tim know that?
I don't know. But you know, Tim's team does. Tim's or our now promoters know. They always knew. You know, Nikita knows.
Could we ever see a rematch? Could we ever see you guys face off?
I hope so. I do.
We don't think too far ahead. I know you're dialed in with Nikita at the moment. But after that, things go your way. You know, all the ducks are in a row. Are you looking at him or are you looking overseas?
Look, my goal is to be a world champion. You know, I've fought for world titles before and I want to get back there. You know, and if I have to fight Nikita to get a world title fight or have to fight Tim to get a world title fight, I don't really care about the Tszyu, respectfully. Whoever it is, it could be that person or that person. It's whoever's going to elevate me to a world title is what I want.
And how did Nikita come into play?
I got no idea.
Wow.
I mean, I generally, the kid's, he's creepy and he's weird and he's all sorts of stuff. But we talk off camera, you know, obviously. And he's not a bad dude, you know. He's completely different from Tim. Yeah, I don't know. Just came out of nowhere.
Slightly off topic, but have you ever actually genuinely met a bad dude in the boxing game? You have?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say names, but
no, it's fine.
I have. Yeah, I mean, opponents.
What makes them bad?
The fact that they think they can win. You know? And I always say to people, you know, 34 have tried and 34 have failed. You 34 thought the same things that you thought. And 34 fell short.
You bumped into Nikita last night. What happened there?
I don't know, man. At the start, he was like nodding at me, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if he's got a twitch or he was winking at me.
Twitch?
Yeah, he was like, I don't know what was going on. So I thought he was winking at me, and I was just, I don't know. And then,
How'd you react to that?
no, I was just, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, whatever. And then I knew we were having they actually kind of sprung the face off on me. I didn't know that was going to happen, to be honest, but more antics, I guess, politics. But
Of course.
yeah, I just went straight to it, and I just, I wasn't fazed by anything he was doing. I think he was trying to get under my skin, but I was switched on. That's what I mean. I'm dialed in, like I'm really focused on this fight. I truly believe I know I can beat him. That's the difference.
What did you share with each other in the ring when you were facing off? Please tell me.
Yeah, well,
Can you share that or that?
well, he said something to me, and he muddled something, and I just said to him, "Remember, you've never fought anybody like me." I said, "What are you gonna do when I take your O?" And he kept saying something, and he said, "Oh, how's your rib?" And he was trying to push me around or whatever he was doing, and I just said to him, "You made a mistake."
Yeah, what was up with the rib? You heard it in camp, didn't
Yeah, I
you?
heard it weeks ago. Yeah, before
yeah.
the fight was even announced. It was actually doing an ab workout, and when you do the medicine ball, you come up, you come down.
Oh, yeah. Is that how he done it?
Oh, I did it. Yeah, as I was coming up, I was throwing. As I dropped it accidentally on me. Well, he actually threw it as he was coming down, and it landed. I felt nothing of it. I was like, oh, whatever. We laughed. We finished off the session. I was like, sweet. It was the next day. It was actually when I went to the bathroom, believe it or not. One of my 15. But
That's not well.
yeah, I was like, oh man, there was a bit of pain there, and then I ended up just getting a little scan, and there was a tiny little fracture in there.
Cartilage or more bone?
No, it was right through the bone. It was a little. But yeah, like that was probably 16 weeks ago.
You spoke about Nikita. Let's talk about that. Obviously, January 16 in Brisbane. I like to see it as probably one of the biggest domestic fights that we've had in such a long time. You see it that way?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just the last names. I don't think it's Nikita. I think it's just the last name.
And why do you think he won't be up for this challenge?
Uh,
Are we going purely off experience, or are we going through like style?
I just think I'm a better fighter.
Yep.
I just think IQ, my attributes, my agility. On resume, I don't think I should be the underdog.
I was going to say that to you because it's Tszyu v Zerafa.
That's what I said. And that's what I said when we first met at the press conference. I said, there's no pressure on me. I said, I'm already getting now, win, lose, or draw, what I'm always going to get. I lose, Zerafa's this, Zerafa's shit. Same shit I'm copping now. And that's what I said to him. Well, but what happens when I win? What happens then?
Have you done video on him?
I don't watch footage.
You don't?
No.
Why? I've asked this to a couple of boxers, and some have said the same answers.
I don't watch it, man. Like, you type in Michael Zerafa now, you're going to watch highlights. Or you type in Mike Tyson. Don't even put me. You type Mike Tyson. You're going to watch an absolute animal. You're going to watch Mike Tyson, greatest highlights. You're going to see, they're not going to show where he's bad. You're going to see his absolute best. And not only that, you're going to get false because you're watching all his greatest moments.
Correct.
But no, he's not fighting you. So you're watching a false fight.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's whoever you're watching fighting somebody else.
But isn't it like you're looking more at cues, like his style, his shape?
Well, you don't know because that's what I'm saying. You're getting false readings. Because, he's doing that. But that's because this guy's doing this. You might not do that.
In your head, how do you think he's going to come into this to this fight? Like, how is he going to shape up against you? What's his game plan? Have you thought about that?
I don't think he's got a game plan.
Interesting.
I don't think his IQ... I don't think he can have a game plan. Respectfully.
Okay, so saying that with...
Like, he relies on...
a knockout punch. Like, he wants to finish you off early. That's how I think as a fan.
100%. I already said it. I said it last night live on TV. It's not going the distance. Someone will get knocked out.
Is that part of your plan as well?
100%. I've had 23 knockouts or whatever I've had I've got a 70%. I've never looked for one knockout. But if I see it, I guarantee I'm going to take it.
Do you watch vision of yourself?
No.
Why?
It's in the past.
But don't you isn't that where you kind of learn like what you can be better at and stuff
In the
like
gym,
that?
we work on things.
Yeah, right.
You know, I trust that with my team, but no, like I've got this since I've been working with the sports psych and stuff like that. I always what's done is done.
You have a sports psych?
Yeah. I had my
Tell me
session
about
yesterday.
that. Tell me about that.
I used to growing up think it was weak, and you know, like I used to think, oh, sports psych, you got issues, but it's not. You know, it's completely opposite.
Yeah, I agree.
We program the mind differently, and I never knew how to be present. Like I can stand in a shower and feel the water hitting my body. I know that sounds stupid.
No, it doesn't.
But like individually, like the water,
wow.
like it's crazy.
What?
Like people will say to me, like when I'm in the ring, they're like, oh, how do you deal with the noise? I'm like, I actually don't hear it.
Because you're so hyper-focused.
Like even
right?
last night, I said, we got out to the girls, I said, I didn't get any booze. They're like, what? You got hammered. I'm like, oh, I did not hear one.
Wow.
Yeah, like, and I do that weekly with a guy that works with the elite of the elite, you know, works with Nadal when he's in Australia. And
Really?
and I've just learned to never even good things in the past is just negative, full stop. If you think of something in the past, even if it's the best moment in the world, guarantee you'll be down on yourself because you can't relive that. You're going back to a great moment that you're not in now. So your mind's going to take you back to then.
That
So you're
makes
going to be like, if I say, oh, remember that time I won $1 million? I'm like, oh, that was such a good time, man. Like, that was...
You try to replicate that feeling.
Correct, but you can't. So you're going to end up being in a depressed mind state. You understand? Like, if you think good, bad, you're going to be bad, regardless. If you think of the future, anything, good, bad, you're going to give yourself anxiety because you're playing something in your head that hasn't happened. So you're putting 1,000 things in your head. I'm going to go out there, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah, but what happens if... you're going to give yourself anxiety.
What's the percentage between physical and mental when it comes to boxing?
All mental.
Wow, really?
All mental. You can
look
train
at it,
24 hours a day. But then if your mind says, oh, I can't do this, you're not going to do it. It's like pouring a drink. You could be dehydrated to the absolute max. If your brain doesn't say grab the glass and drink it, you're going to die of thirst.
Can your mindset reduce like pain of a punch?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I think we're conditioned. So, I mean, you feel some more than others, but it's the ones you don't see that you feel the most.
Yeah, wow. What about, you said about the lead up to a fight and knowing what to say, when to say it, like depending on the mood and stuff like that. How do you get that vibe?
I'll go off them.
Yeah, wow.
You know, like if someone's respectful and showing that, there's nothing to say. I let my hands do the talking. We get the dub. You know, we go out there and we win. I've always had the gift of quick comebacks and kind of shutting things down. And if they want to play that narrative, I play it with them. I match their energy. But that's why it was hard to just come out and be this. And against Horn too, you know, Horn's such a lovely bloke. You know, he's a family man.
It's like, how do you get it? Like, he's so nice. Like, how do you?
Yeah, he
not
doesn't
make
have
it personal, but like, how do you get a bite out of him?
Well, I had to start attacking his team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wasn't getting much out of him. You know, I
yeah.
started, you know, and Glenn is a lovely bloke, and you know, I had the pleasure of working with him and got a great relationship with him now. But I had to start drilling people in his team.
I heard you say as well about Nikita's team, like they weren't confident coming into this fight for Nikita. Who did you speak to? Hey, snitches get stitches, brother.
They do. Look, I can't say.
Is that a ploy? Is that
No. I wasn't. Look, I've heard and I've spoken to certain people, and I wasn't their first pick. We'll put it that way.
Can you say who was?
No.
Ah, close. Oh.
I can't.
I'll let everyone put in the comments.
It was no, it wasn't a point. It was just look, you know, because of his surgery and only having one round, and I wasn't the first pick, and
okay.
You know, they said Zerafa is levels above.
Yeah, talk to me about levels.
I always say that.
Yeah.
And people say, "Oh, you go on about levels." I just always refer back to there's levels in the sport. There's levels in every sport, but in boxing, I feel like is a more like abbreviation when you say levels, because there's levels below me,
Yep.
and there's levels above me. And I know that I'm not the best fighter in the world. You got way better fighters than me, and that's what I refer to when I say levels. And I just feel like Nikita at the time that I'm fighting him, unless he gets that one, like Nikita's not taking me 10 rounds and winning on points. Can't happen.
I don't think he's done that before.
I don't think it can happen. And I say that respectfully. I don't think he's got the arsenal and the artillery to do that. He's relying on making it a dogfight, and he catches me.
So who's got the more pressure on him? Like, you come into this fight as an underdog. Nikita comes into this fight undefeated. Does he have the pressure of losing that record?
Well, he does. I'm expected to lose. And that's their golden boy.
Who's they?
The production team. KO, Fox 4, whoever.
Yeah.
They're not Tim Zerafa. I know that.
And how's the vibe like in terms of domestic fights compared to international fights for you as a fighter?
Oh man, I love the international fights.
Why?
I mean,
Why?
They're real. There's none of this.
Are we talking atmosphere? Are we talking about build up? Are we
Both.
talking production?
There's none of this fugazi. There's none of this. Like, it's the build up. It's cringy sometimes.
You want to know what I asked that? Because obviously, being about the fight last night, I could hear a fucking pin drop when two of the boys were going at it in the arena.
Yeah, but not only that, like just the way it's built up. Like I say it all the time. Overseas, the promoters have studied business and promoting, and that's they've done a course on how to navigate their way to do a boxing event or do a soccer event or something.
Yeah.
I feel like here in Australia,
it's not from the fans, but as well. Like, don't they have to kind of get into it, man? Like,
I just feel like that's Aussies, but
yeah, like seriously, it does my head. It is Aussies. I swear it is. Like, it does my head.
I feel like that's Aussies in general, and like we and me being Aussie, we have an ugly way of getting around things. 1 minute you're in it, the next minute you're like, man, I'm off this bloke, and then I don't know, we're a weird.
I feel like it's more like people are scared to show their passion. Like, they're scared to be vocal, like, because then they're scared of like having someone else look at them and like, what the fuck's he doing?
And when they aren't, they're over the top, and then you are looking at them like, bro, calm down. I seen one last night. I actually said it to when I was doing with the Bernard boys. I was like, they were absolutely hammering Velazquez outside the ropes when they were putting the tape. They literally got up. They were Zoo fans. They got up and they were like, it was the worst stuff I've ever seen. They were like abusing him, sticking fingers, trying to like spit. And I was like, bro, what is happening? Like, it was terrible. And he's just in the ring, like, I think he was blowing him kisses or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, like, I was just like, man, like the way like Australians, we get around the sport sometimes, it's a bit much.
What's your perfect scenario coming into this fight? Obviously, you want the win. What's the perfect scenario after that for you?
For the fight or afterwards?
Afterwards.
I want a world title. Man, No Limit's been promising me every fight. Oh, next fight, world title.
What fighters?
Whoever's in front of me. Like, I'm highly world ranked, man. Like, people underestimate me. I fought 11 world champions, and I'm ranked across all 4 sanctioned bodies. I've been top 10 in the world the last 5-6 years. I'm sitting at number 4 at the moment. Like, I want the world title shot, and my team has been telling me they're going to give me that, but it's always next fight. Yeah,
that'll do my head in. What happened with Triple G? When you lined up to face him one time?
I was meant to fight him, Murata. I was meant to fight Munguia. I was meant to fight, because with the Triple G fight, at the time I was the mandatory. And Lara at the WBA had the interim belt, which was Lara, and Triple G was the world champion. So I was mandatory to fight Triple G, which was scary.
Fuck.
But I was all ready to go. I mean, it wouldn't have gone probably the way in my head it would have gone, but the opportunity, and that's what it's about. It's about the opportunities and talking about, man, I fought Triple G, or I fought Lara, I fought Cal Brook, I fought, beat Jeff Horn, I fought Peter Quillen. Like, it's about the memories. You don't take anything else with you. And he ended up retiring. And then the WBA elevated Lara as full world champion.
Yep.
And then me being number 1, I then fought Lara. But then there was that Lara Garcia that they were trying to make happen, and that's why it prolonged for so long. And I was out for 18 months, and it was never like, no, Mick, the fight's off. It was always, It's March. Oh, no, it's June. Oh, no, it's August. Oh, no, it's December. And I was like, fuck. So
Were you out for 18 months again?
because they were trying to get the Lara and Danny Garcia fight. And grateful to the WBA and Gilberto and Nanito and Rachel and, people that were working on my behalf and my team,
Within that time frame, what were you doing with yourself? That's a long time.
Training. That's what I mean.
18 months.
Yeah, and I got, and people said to me, I burnt out mentally. I remember in the back rooms I was sitting there and I'm like, I don't want to be here, man.
Yeah.
I was mentally checked out. And I got real complacent. Every day, go for my run. I'd get up and
Here we fucking go again.
go again.
What you got nothing to strive
And there's
for.
no date. So it was
Yeah.
I was just going and going and going. And then I was like, this is our dream, man. You want to be a world champion, just keep going. But I was just that inner talk that I was keeping myself alive until it came to the moment. I'm like, man, I'm not here. I'm mentally not here
Yeah, it would have been hard. Do you do visualization much?
all the time.
How do you visualize this fight? What's going through your head?
I expect it to be hard. I mean, I do. I expect him to come out hard, and I want that. But I genuinely see
What's the result look like?
Nikita on his back. But he gets up, and then I run at him and unleash a whole bunch of punches, and the ref has to jump in and save him.
Is this personal?
No.
Just business.
Doesn't matter to me.
It's never been personal
Never.
with either of them.
Never.
People probably like to think that it is, and I reckon they
For them
think
it is.
I think it's.
They say all the time, it's personal. Why is it personal? What have I done? Oh, because they made me say a comment that you didn't like. You've said 1,000 comments
What was the comment?
about Mickey Hatton.
Yeah, why did that hurt him so
Again,
much?
I generally don't know. But the way they put that all together, I mean, prior to that, I was saying how, his old man's a legend. You know what I mean? Take nothing away. Tim and Nikita and who their dad's a legend. I'm a fan. But, they swindled my words. Not my words, but they swindled the edit.
Oh.
And kind of cut that bit.
Oh,
Said that yeah.
Oh fuck.
Which is fine. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's part of the game. Because I remember as well after that, especially after what happened in 2021, Tim came out and was pretty vocal and was like, "Oh fuck, I'll never face you again after what you did." But obviously the full story people don't know. But then recently retracted that and he said, "Oh, if we were to fight, you were gonna get a small purse while he takes majority of it."
I don't know why he says that. He needs me. And this is what I mean. This is what I love. And I've said it before. They need me. I'm their dance partner.
Yeah.
Without me, you got nothing. Without me, there is no mega fight.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Was last night a mega fight? You know what I mean? You said you could hear a pin drop. No one was vocal. No one cared. And the comments and the feedback wasn't that great. You get Zerafa Tszyu. You got to fight.
If you face Tim, are you confident in your own ability to beat him as well?
I think I knock him out quicker than I knock out Nikita.
Why is
Styles make fights. And I just feel like stylistically,
Yep.
and they've said it back then, they will struggle with my style.
What style does he have compared to yours? And
He tries to be real patient. He tries to be real patient, and I think his biggest undoing is trying to play it safe.
Has he always been like that?
Yeah, I think he has. Yeah,
Okay.
and I said that last night. He's a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. Despite I hate our competitiveness, he's a great fighter. But when it comes to that explosiveness and that finish, you got to finish them. I'm like a shark on blood. When someone's hurt, and as the rounds go on, I would get stronger.
Yeah.
I feel like he fades and he tries to if he's winning with just that touch, he'll do that for 10 rounds because it's working. I don't feel like that's working and let me try that now and let's step it up and go. Where for me, I love that. Let's go. I've done it with world champions. I remember me and Kell Brooks stood there in front of 20,000 people in England. Wow. I'm pointing to the ground, stand there, let's go. Laughing.
I love that shit.
You know what I mean?
I love that shit.
I did it with Horn.
Yes.
He was hitting me. I'm like, come on, let's go. Like, let's fight. One of us going out on our back. If it's me, so be it. And I've always been like that. Win, lose or draw, man. I'm humble in victory, humble in defeat. I know people say nah, but that's obviously the edits and how they pan it out. And Tim come out and said that recently because all the media he's been getting, they've been making him look terrible. And I kind of feel for him in that aspect because they do it to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Well, not I didn't say that, but like, yeah, I said it, but like, put what I said afterwards or what came before that. Like, yeah, man.
Happens in every game, brother.
Clickbait stuff.
It happens in every game. Every game.
Annoying.
You obviously you're gonna fight in Brisbane. How many people from Melbourne are you gonna take?
I've
with
got
you?
a big crew coming up actually.
How many?
Yeah, I reckon there's over 100, man. Coming
Really?
Up. Yeah, like, and because I got a gym down there, and all the gym guys are coming, and I'm feeling the love for this fight, man. And like I said, may the best man win. I've got nothing against Nikita, nothing against his family. When I'm not with them, and if you go on all the other podcasts or other TV things I've done or radios, and when I'm not fighting them, I've got nothing to do with them. I wish them all the best.
Of course.
I hope Nikita goes out there and wins a world title, or Tim gets another opportunity. And I hope when I get the opportunity, they're not praying I get knocked out, or they're in my corner, because we're Aussies. The sport's hard as it is, man, and like that's what I feel like Aussies don't do well. Like whether you like them or hate them, like get behind them, show them the support. Like you're sitting there, we're fighting an international opponent, and they're supporting the international.
That burns me as well.
You know what I mean? But then you buy tickets to come and watch, or you're buying the pay-per-view. Like, you're just a fan in denial. You know what I mean? Like, get behind everyone, man. Like I said, I'm not there to criticize anybody. I know it seems like that, but that's the sport when we're fighting each other. But, man, I wish them all the best. Honestly, I don't have a bad, anything malice towards them.
Man, that's one thing, like, as a fan of boxing, in Australia, I feel like the fans definitely need to get behind our homegrown talent, man. It is so freaking bad,
and the things that come out of their mouths, I'm like some of the stuff I get on social media. And you know what annoys me too? Because I always try to click on their page to see who they are. Because, like, I remember, I've got this, like, identity, like, I remember.
Well, if you can feel every water drop on your back when you
it's weird, like, it's weird. Like, yeah, that's weird when I do that. And that's the thing that we work on. Like, and that's how you be present.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be present, like, even if you're driving, to be present and come to that very moment, like, feel the texture of the steering wheel, like, feel the leather or feel, and you'll be in that moment. And that's what I mean. When you close your eyes in the shower, if you focus on your shoulder getting the water, you won't actually feel the rest of your body. If that makes sense.
It does, totally.
Like, it's weird. And I used to laugh. I used to, like, the way you're looking at me now, I used to look the same.
I thought it was like voodoo shit. Like,
no. Like, it's when you're sitting there and you're closing your eyes and you're just like, all right, I'm just gonna feel the water. Like, I'm just on my back. You'll only feel the water on your back.
People with no perspective doing that visualization and stuff like that will think you're crazy. But like,
yeah, man.
We've done it in professional sport. I can relate to what you're talking about.
Yeah. And I used to do the same. I used to laugh. I'm like, bro, this guy's lost his absolute marbles.
Loony. He's a fucking loony.
Like, he's an absolute loony. I'm paying for this. This guy's lost the friggin' blood. And then I'd be sitting there and I'd be like, I'd be in a situation where I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable or something. But then I'd just be like fiddling with my pants, for example, and I'm just feeling my pants. I'm like, oh my God, like my mind, like I'm not nervous or I'm not like that sickness feeling's gone, and like I can only focus on my pants.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like in that moment, I'm present because I'm then and there. I'm not thinking about anything else.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean when I'm walking out to the ring. I'm feeling the inside of my gloves and like what it feels like, and I'm looking at his chest, or I'm seeing the sweat fall off his back or wherever it may be. Like that's how you be present.
You spoke about fans obviously not supporting the Aussie homegrown boxers enough. What about ex-boxers, current boxers? Do you feel like we don't do that? They don't do that as well? Like, I feel like, how do I put this, man? Because like, all respect to the guy, Jeff Fenech. I absolutely love him, and I'm good friends with him. But what he did on the Monday, saying about, Tim, I don't know what he's fucking thinking, what he's doing with this training camp. I've never seen a training camp that bad. Like, I was like, 2 nights from a fight.
Yeah.
Like,
look, I love. We spoke this morning. He rang me this morning. I love Jeff. I've got a great relationship with him.
But do you agree what he did?
I do. Like, not in terms of putting him down, but in terms of we're talking about a world champion giving world champion advice. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, respect to, and I know, you know, Tszyu's new trainer and stuff, and he's trained 22 world champions. But like Jeff said, yeah, but how many world titles have you won? Jeff's been there and done it. So Jeff's got the perspective of knowing what's good and great.
Yep.
And I'm not saying he's always right, but, you know, if these clickbait people ring him and say, what do you think? He's going to give his opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I call you now and say, Josh, you know, what do you think of Mick? Is he actually a wanker? You might say, mate, he's fucking more than a wanker. He's terrible. But you might say, no, look, he's actually, you know, and give your actual opinion.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, this is where Jeff, I think it's great. You know, I don't condone anyone putting anyone down.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like if you ring him up and you ask him for his advice, Jeff's Jeff, he's going to give it to you. And I feel like he's been there and done it. You know, like it's like asking a chef how to cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or asking a mechanic how to change a tyre. They're going to give you the honest advice. You're not going to ask a boxer how to cook.
Well, we all know that you don't need a chef because you don't eat. So.
Well, exactly right. Yeah, you're right.
Brother, next is truth or sauce, man. All right,
shit.
I've looked after you today because I know,
I'm
like,
scared. I'm nervous.
you know, you don't like spicy foods and whatnot. And
I actually love it. I'm not going to lie. I love it.
you do?
My body can't handle it.
big dramas.
It's fucking
big dramas.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, we don't want a repeat of that. Question 1: hardest punch you've ever felt?
I'm going to have to say Lara. Oh, no, I'll take that back. Probably, yeah, Lara. I'll go Lara. It was not... I've had harder punches. It was just the precision.
Yeah, right. Body or to the head?
I was to the head.
Yeah.
It was straight to the... When he threw two, I felt one. That's how quick it was.
Far out.
It was just...
But have you ever copped a body shot that just dropped you? Have you ever copped
Not in
that
a
feeling?
fight. No, not... Oh, man.
Not any time.
No, I've had body shots, yeah, and I'm like, whoa, yeah, no, that was a nice one. Even sparring and stuff, but I've never been dropped from
Because I've seen,
body
like,
shot.
you see boxers, as soon as they cop that nice, just copy the sweet
It's an
spot.
ugly feeling, yeah. It's that uncomfortable. And it's when you take that deep breath. If you actually get a body shot and you can tense and hold it, it's hard.
Yeah.
If you can hold it, you won't.
Relax, right?
As soon as you take that, have you seen fighters when they get it, they walk around a little bit and then they drop?
Yeah.
It's because as soon as you take that deep breath. So if you get hit and you can brace it and hold the tense like an ab workout, you actually won't feel it. As soon as you go, it zaps the wind out of you, and then that's when you go down. But I've luckily never really been hit with a body shot.
Always wondered that.
I'm always moving. I'm like a kangaroo.
One fight you'd love to get in your career at any point, past or present?
Oh, I'd love to fight Miguel Cotto because he's my absolute. I idolise him.
Really?
Favorite fighter. I've named my dog after him.
Really?
Yeah, I love him.
Why do you love him so much? Like, what about him?
Well, I got the opportunity to go over there and train with him and be in a camp with him and spar and everything, and I just love everything about him. He's inside, he's outside, he's a family man. You know, they ask him, what do you do outside of boxing? He goes, man, like, nothing. I'm just an everyday person. And he's like me. We have very similar. He loves the green, loves forest, loves, yeah. I relate to him a lot.
I love that, man.
Just as a fighter, fought everybody, just tough, stylistically, just amazing, man. My favourite fighter.
Bro, I'll throw it to you now. You can ask me anything you want as well. Or we could just...
I've got a good one for you.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Do ya?
Anything.
Anything.
All right.
Anything.
Who's your favourite current Australian boxer?
Oh, shit. Current... That's hard, bro. Because I don't like saying...
Hey, you can have the sauce.
Fuck, man.
You told me. You can eat the sauce if you want. Do you want me to... I'll get the chip ready.
I can't pick one, bro. Because I'll tell you, from my perspective, like, I want to support anyone that's doing well, especially when it comes in Australian boxing. Like yourself, if it's Tim, if it's Nikita. I'm just a fan of everyone. Like, I want everyone to do well, especially if they come from Australia. I'm staunch Aussie. I just love it. So for me, I can't pick one. Like, I love Tim. I love Tim. Yeah. I hope he does well, and I want him to do well. But the same as you, I want you to do well. But if I have to pick one, fuck you. Fuck it.
Sauce it up.
The many times I've had this and it just never gets easier, eh?
Oh, that's a fair bit too.
Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm sweating. Look at me. I'm really
Oh,
sweating.
God.
You know when like,
My stomach's bubbling for you.
you know when you have spice and before you have spice, or if it's vinegar, your tongue starts like
Yeah,
fizzling?
yeah.
That feeling I'm getting right now.
Oh, God. I feel like I can, like, the fumes.
Can you see my face glistening? Can you show you or no?
It's shiny. You're shinier than before we started.
Fuck, it's fucked, man. It's actually, yeah, that's fucked. One more, you're done.
All right, I've got another question for you. Do you prefer your wife's cooking or eating out? And not like a Friday night, like, babe, let's, chuck on some nice clothes, let's go out for dinner. I'm talking like you've come home, it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, you're probably running a little bit behind on schedule. She's like, babe, I'll make you something, or you want to eat out.
That's such an easy one because you know my missus, she is a gun cook.
Oh, there you go.
Absolute gun freak. But I understand what you're saying. So like when I eat out, like you've got the social setting, you're out and about, and like I love going out.
Yeah, like a Friday, Saturday, you're
love
looking
it.
forward. It's 3 o'clock. You're like, oh, tonight at 7, I'm going to go to a nice restaurant. But I'm just talking like it's 8 o'clock at night. You're like, I'm starving.
Yeah.
Are we Ubering?
Yeah.
Or
fucking right.
you're going to Uber?
Do you want to do it last night? Oh, 2 nights ago, sorry. We're just sitting in bed and I was reading my book. She was reading her book. And then, I'm like, babe, like we didn't cheat, like not cheat tonight. That sounded so fucked.
I was like,
yeah, no.
this
We didn't have like a
relationship's
cheat
going-
meal tonight. We have a cheat meal.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm craving like an ice cream. This is at 10 o'clock at night, sick. And she's like, yeah, me too. I'm like, I'm ordering Messina. And she's like, no, you're not. I'm like, I swear to God, I am. I literally Uber Eats Messina. I got like 4 flavors and I smashed it all
We
in
used to do
bed.
that all the time. Now we live in the middle of nowhere. There's one like kebab van, and we can't Uber near where I live.
You know what? The worst I've heard. So we had Kevin Prince Boateng on, and he didn't say it on air. I'm spewing he didn't say it. And when he was playing for Tottenham, he goes, "Man, I was just craving a kebab." And in London, they make the worst kebabs, and I actually vouch for him. Like they don't know how to make a kebab in England.
This is my do you like kebabs?
I love a kebab.
So this is the truth, honestly, and she can vouch for me. This year was the only year I've ever eaten a kebab. Yeah.
That's not well.
Yeah, I promise.
That's not well.
I know it was never enticing.
Turkish, Lebanese, like what do we talk? Like,
I don't even know what it is. It's
Turkish?
a Turkish. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I mean, it was never.
Get out, bro. Get out, bro. Get out. Like,
Never. And like now, even with like, that's my cheat meal now. Even now, close to fights, I'll be like, you know what? Give me a chicken kebab just with lettuce and jalapenos. Nothing else. No sauce, no nothing. Just so it's clean, like, and it's my go-to like cheat meal. But this year was the only year in 33 years. Well, 32 years, yeah.
Far out.
Never. Because when I was Ubering or whatever, I was out, I'd never be like, there'd always be like pizza, Aljana. Oh, do you still have Aljana here?
Yeah.
Aljana, or there'd be like something before it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, nah. All right, we'll go that. And then kebab was here. Now it's flipped the switch.
Well, now, brother, I'm not having that because I pretty much answered that truthfully. So, yeah, I'll take my missus' food all day, every day.
There you go.
But, bro, I appreciate you coming in. I think
you.
that's a wrap. All the best, January 16, man. We'll be all tuning in. And, mate, can't wait to see you ripping.
God bless, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Through, man.
Legend,
Thank you.
brother.
That's a wrap.
Fucking.